This one, no idea which way is this way. Oh, Lord. No idea. Let me see. Oh my God. Do, do. Ouch. Ooh. Mm-mm-mm. Good night. Hello, hello, everyone. Hello, hello. I'm just going to go ahead and just start talking because I know sometimes there are people that are in the room, but YouTube doesn't show like a count or the person being in the room. But tonight, I just want to talk about this tropical storm that may be headed towards Florida. So far, I think they have a path A and a path B. And if I'm not mistaken, South Florida is path B, which, it puts us in the cone. So I'm just on here tonight just to talk to, other Floridians, see how you guys feel about what's happening, what your feelings are, and, if you guys are prepared. Hello, how are you? Your local. Hi. So I'm just on here tonight just to see, you know, if there are any other Floridians that want to come on and we talk about, preparations, what your feelings are, how you're doing, what your mind, how your mind is going, your mentality. Oh my goodness. What's my favorite what? My favorite animal? I like cats. I'm a cat person. I have about five feral cats that I feed. So yeah, I'm definitely a cat person, not a dog person. Um, I will get a dog eventually, a small dog, but not right now. But I'm definitely a cat person. I feed five feral cats. There may be a sixth one. Don't know if it's a male or female, but it came over to eat. It's black and white. No, it's orange and white. So I don't know. Cats live very long. Um, I think like 20 years. I had no idea. So I have been feeding them for a while. So it's quite a task. They want to eat twice a day. Oh, it's a tiger. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean once you start feeding them, they're hooked on you. So I got four of them neutered. One of them got away, which was the male cat, but the four female cats, I got them neutered. So thank God. But the male cat, I haven't gotten him neutered yet. I have to catch him. But once they go into a cage, it's like they're scared of you for a little while. But anyway, guys, who's here from Florida? Anybody from Florida? Anybody from Florida? Let's talk about this storm. This is what I want to talk about. Jay, to answer your question, I believe it's 50. I believe it's 50. Mm-hmm. Anybody from Florida? Guys, give me a thumbs up so we can get this live out in the algorithm because I really want to know, what Floridians think about this coming storm. You've been to Florida before? Where did you go? What city? Thank you so much for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. That'll bring more people into the room because I really want to see where people heads are. But yeah, Jay, it's 50 subscribers. Have you started your channel? And if so, how many subscribers are you at? I'm not on my computer, sorry. Oh, Orlando, did you go? So you went to Disney World or Universal Studios? Yeah, I'm sure Disney definitely is keeping an eye on this storm. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's definitely going to dump a lot of rain. You have 10? Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, I think you need 50 to go live. Thank you so much. I have 71. Yes, I'm trying. I'm trying, but I don't want to like how can I say it? You know, I'm in it for the long haul with YouTube, and that's what you're going to have to remember, Jay. Just keep, pushing out videos, and when you feel like it, um, you know, and you'll get there. But you have 10. I'll subscribe to your channel. I'll go and take a look when I get off the live to see and get you up to 11. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But yes, so you went to Universal. Are you going to come back to go to Disney, or have you been to Disneyland in California or Disney World? I know you haven't been to Disney World yet. So have you been to Disneyland out in California? Hi, everyone. I just want to come on here and talk a little bit about this storm that's coming to Florida. We're, I believe, track B. So, and I'm going to tell you right now, we're not ready. I put a short out about Florida not being ready for this storm. We are not at all. We're not ready. I'm not ready. we're not. So so it says you've just been to Universal in Orlando. I haven't been to Universal in so long. Oh my goodness, I haven't. I know it's changed so much. But I think Universal, they have Halloween Horror Nights coming up. So that's going to be pretty big. If we don't get, a storm later on in October. But yes, so right now, I believe they're forecasting Tropical Storm Milton to become a hurricane. And all of the models are have predicted that the storm is going to cross Florida. I live in South Florida. So I'm more so near like the Miami Fort Lauderdale area. And I can tell you guys and gals that we're not ready. We're not ready for the storm. I will tell you that when we get thunderstorms here in South Florida, when we get our little monsoon rains, like the rain will last for about 15 minutes and then our streets are flooded. Our streets are flooded. So, and when I say flooded, I'm talking about a lot of rain is dumped. These are just normal thunderstorms. We're not talking about anything like a tropical storm or a hurricane. And just like I said on one of my shorts, when I was a little girl, hurricanes were a wind event. It was strictly wind. Now, I don't know what has changed, but they say climate change. Now they are a rain event. They are a flooding event. What happened in Tennessee, in the Carolinas, I'm scared. I am scared. And I know a lot of those people lived up in the mountains, stayed by bodies of water. I live by a body of water. I'm near a canal. And if you know anything about South Florida, we have canals all over the place. So, and then where I live, I'm not too far from like the ocean. There is a bridge, like I have to drive to the ocean, to the beach. But the canal along in my neighborhood, I mean, that could easily flood over. So, seeing what happened in North Carolina, this is why I'm so scared. I mean, it could be that Milton will just go over us without any issues, with any problem. Just, you know what I mean? Like, just quickly go over us. But they're already saying that the storm is slow. Let me see what your comments say. You live in North Carolina? Oh, my goodness. Are you in Western North Carolina? But strange where, yeah. I mean, there it's I don't know, something has changed. These storms are larger. These storms are moving slower, and they are dumping they're dumping a lot of rain, a lot of rain. So I don't know. I mean, I haven't gone out and I haven't like purchased any hurricane supplies. I haven't gone into the stores to see what's going on. Um, I seriously doubt that there's any toilet paper in the store because, we had that big scare with the port. But yeah, you know, we had that big scare. So a lot of people went into the stores and they bought a lot of the toilet paper, which I don't understand why people feel the need to go and buy toilet paper, why they're so scared to run out of toilet paper. But I'm sure a lot of the water is gone. I try to stay a little stocked up, but I've kind of slacked off for hurricane season. But I'm not ready. I don't know what to expect with this storm. And I have family who were just hit with Helene in southwest Georgia. I have family in Tallahassee. I have family in Tampa. I have family in Daytona. I have family all up and down the state of Florida. All up and down the state of Florida. So I don't know, wherever it goes, it is definitely going to impact somebody that I know. So yes, they are fine. They're okay. They have power, but that storm didn't do nearly as much damage to my relatives in Southwest Georgia as it did in North Carolina. North Carolina, my heart goes out, to those people because I mean, I read this one article where this lady said that one minute she's baking cookies and the next minute she is literally jumping into the water because the storm lifted her house off of the foundation and was sending it, you know, it was just sending it down river. I don't know. I don't know. So who's in, let me see. I don't know. I was in North Carolina once, and that was when I was in high school. And I love North Carolina. I love the weather. I was there, I believe, in the winter time because I remember that it was very cold. So, yeah, but I'm not familiar with where the cities are in North Carolina. But again, I will tell you, I don't know how long ago it was, but we got some very bad rain here. Wasn't a hurricane or anything like that. All of downtown Fort Lauderdale was completely flooded. People left their cars in the middle of, it's Broward Boulevard. It's called Broward, Broward Boulevard. They left their cars there because the water had come down so fast that the streets began to flood. And then, with the waters rising, a lot of the water got into their engines and they couldn't move their cars. There were some people that were swimming, and this is what I'm talking about. These storms, that was not a hurricane, but we have one coming. And when meteorologists say, oh, it's going to be a 2 by the time it hits Florida, I'm thinking, no, it's going to be a 3 or a 4. And that's usually the case because I believe with Helene, they said Helene was going to hit the panhandle of Florida and it was going to be a category 2. Well, it ended up what? Being a category 4. Guys, please give me a thumbs up so that this live can get out to other people. But are any of you Floridians? Do you guys have any family in Florida? Says, I hope you're going to be. I hope so too. My family and friends have a beach. Oh, we sold to them and it's been, oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's rough. Wow. I'm telling you, we really don't know what to expect with this storm. We don't know what to expect at all. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming by. Um, don't know what to expect with this storm at all. Um, I don't know. I don't know. But I do know that I don't really have like a really bad uneasy feeling about it, but I know people are just trying to get by. They're trying to get by. No one is able to rebuild a home unless they're wealthy, unless they're really rich or they have money set aside, or unless they have insurance. Now, we know a lot of people in the Carolinas did not have flood insurance because I don't believe they were required to have it. In Florida, generally, homes do have flood insurance, but I don't know if you guys know this. A lot of people in Florida, especially South Florida, are losing their homes because of the high homeowners insurance. You know, homeowners insurance is required if you have a mortgage. So there are a lot of people here that they don't have insurance. And if something happens, they really can't rebuild because a lot of the materials, and it's just what the governor said. I mean, I don't know if you guys were listening or watching his news conference in, I think he was somewhere in North Florida. He talked about, the reporter asked him, you know, do you think these people are going to be able to rebuild or something like that? And he pretty much just said, it depends on if they have insurance. Well, we have an insurance problem here in Florida, guys. We have an insurance problem here. Everybody doesn't have insurance, and the people that do, the insurance is through the roof. It's very high to live here in Florida. A lot of people are getting priced out. So when they see a storm coming, a lot of people are on edge. You're worried about your house. After seeing all of those pictures and images, videos of what's happening in North Carolina, you're scared. Because if you're a 60-year-old, 70-year-old, and your house is damaged or destroyed, how do you rebuild? How do you do something like that? Especially if when a person retires, they're retiring and hoping and praying that their money outlasts them. Nobody wants to take their retirement money and then rebuild an entirely new house. Nobody wants to do that. And I could tell you right now, people in South Florida, we don't have the money to do that. We don't. Let me see what you guys are saying. When beach house, it was once got really right, but we had some sort of insurance. Oh wow. Oh really? I saw a video where the waves just knocked this house over into another house. It damaged the other house, but that first house just fell off the stilts, and the waves kept battering the house and eventually broke it all down. I'm telling you, the ocean is powerful. We have some powerful elements in this world. Water is, when I saw that video of the container just being folded in half by the water, I was like, oh man. Oh man. Yes. It's a nightmare. I mean, and you have Floridians that are looking at those pictures, those videos out of North Carolina and out of Tennessee. And I'm telling you, we are nervous. We are scared. And anybody that tells you that they're not, that storm has so much time to pick up all of that moisture in the Gulf of Mexico and just slowly carry it right on over to us. And I hope that we're never in a situation where a storm just sits on top of us. Because if it does, we're going to be like the people in Carolina. Yeah, see, and water damage. I mean, water will mold walls. Water will move a car. I believe 3 feet of water will move a car. Yeah, water will move anything. It's a very powerful element. Very powerful. It's very powerful. So, but yeah, I haven't been to the grocery store. Like I said, I haven't gone anywhere, to get anything. So we're going to know, I guess, what, by Tuesday or Wednesday, where it's going to go. And if it goes in Florida, the middle of Florida, I don't want to say it's like rural, but yeah, there's a lot of rural places in the middle of Florida, right above Lake Okeechobee. And if you're looking at a map of Florida, Lake Okeechobee is that circle that's in the lower half of Florida. It's a huge lake, massive. I remember driving there with my grandmother when she was alive, and we went up this steep hill. And when I got to the top, all I saw was water. Freaked me out. I had to back the car up. I'm like, oh no, we're not going to see that lake. Guys, give me a thumbs up if you can. Let's get this video out to other people, because I really want Floridians to come in. I think I might turn on I have a space light. I might turn it on. But yeah, like the video, please, and thank you so much for coming by. If you have anything you want to say about the hurricane or the tropical storm, please do so. Let me know if you have any family, any friends that live in Florida. If you've talked to them, what are their thoughts? But yeah, so back to Fort Lauderdale. I'm telling you, when when those people walked away from their cars because their cars were all flooded out, people were swimming in the middle of the road, the whole airport, the entire airport. We've never seen anything like it. The whole airport was just flooded. Planes could not land, and planes could not land, and the garage of the airport was also flooded. People could not get out. They couldn't take Uber, Lyft, or anything. There were people that were stranded at the airport. And I don't know if you know this, but they say you should always keep, food in some sort of food like in your car. I know in Florida it's very hot at times, but they say you should just be prepared and have something in your car that will help you to, like, if you're ever stranded, you have a bag, just full of items that will help you with your overnight stay if you ever have to stay somewhere in an emergency. But I have been packing a bag like that for years, and I have not finished. I'm the worst. I'm a procrastinator. I hate to say. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming by. Thank you, thank you. But let me see if I can. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can get something on. Give me 1 second. Oh, boy. My nightlight, y'all might stay. There we go. right, guys, I'm back. I decided to turn on my space light. I know people are like, what? What is she doing? Oh, man. It was too dark in here, so decided I'd give you guys something to look at. But yeah, so I'm just on here just, to talk about what's going on with this tropical storm. That's it. I'm just want to know what you guys are up to. If you have any family, any friend, South Florida, how are you guys doing? On my channel, I have a few videos on there where I talk about the different categories of a storm. Um, I don't know how my video is. It's probably an hour where I go through the different categories. You might want to check that out. But I'm telling you, when things like this happen, I always think about the elderly and what they go through, how they feel about these storms. I don't know why. I think about them. I think they're so vulnerable. But the other day, no, Friday, yesterday, my city was giving out sandbags. So they've started giving out sandbags in the South Florida area. That was a little daunting because I don't recall them ever giving out sandbags for free. But the water is rising. Something's going on, guys. They're not telling us. They're not telling us things, but something is going on with the weather. Something is going on. And I remember reading an article. I was reading an article about this pilot talking about not flying through thunderstorms. And he said that he rather fly around the storm. It'll take a little bit longer to get to his destination, but he'd rather fly around a storm than to go through one. But he said these storms now are so much larger than they used to be. So something is going on because when I see storms roll off the coast of Africa, they're massive. They're massive. We live in a time now where people just don't believe in science anymore. They don't. It's like being a scientist is like a dirty word or a dirty profession. We don't just take their word and through all of the research that they've done, we're just not those people anymore. We take a lot of our information from Instagram, YouTube, and I don't know what to believe anymore. I don't know what to believe anymore. It's like science is just being thrown out the window. No one cares about facts, but facts save lives. No one cares. Everybody wants everything instant. You know, nobody wants to put in the time to really research. When we see something online, We'll take it as face value, but we won't do any research. And case in point, I have a friend who lives in Daytona. She recently moved there. Now, when she was in South Florida, she we could talk politics back and forth, back and forth. But when she moved to Daytona, she started changing, and she got a lot of her information, misinformation, off of Instagram. So we started bumping heads because I told her, you have to do your research. You can't just take things at face value. You just can't read something and assume it's correct. Get your information from multiple sources. Don't just look at something on Instagram and then think, oh, it's the truth, when it might not be the truth. Let me put a poll up. Let me put a poll up. Up the live. Start a poll. So our longshoremen, they're back on the job just in time. But I hear that the deal is only good until January. So people bought a lot of toilet paper. They bought a lot of toilet paper. So when people go to the store to stock up for this hurricane, I don't know if anyone on this live is a Mormon, but I hear the Mormons are encouraged. I don't want to say instructed, but they're encouraged to have at least like a year supply of food in their homes. I don't know how true that is. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll do a live and see if I can get people in, you know, people to come onto the live who are from Utah. But yeah. Anybody from Florida? Anybody on the live from Florida? Feel free to speak up. Feel free. See, at first, the hurricane season was pretty slow. Very slow, but not anymore. We're in the peak of it. We're in the peak of it. Yes, we are. I remember we had a hurricane in Florida. It knocked all the power out. And my mom, I'm telling you, my mom cooked. She cooked. She didn't cook for the whole neighborhood. If someone came over and wanted a plate, of course she would give it to them. But she mainly cooked for the few neighbors that we have around us, because when the power goes out, especially here in Florida, it's bad. We're dealing with mosquitoes right now. These mosquitoes are nasty. They're carrying all kind of diseases. And so when the power goes out here, we've had 90-degree days, feeling like 93, feeling like 100. I'm telling you, We're in bad shape. We are in bad shape. Ooh. Mm-hmm. We're in bad shape, guys. But I'm gonna stay on this live. I'm gonna see how much longer I can stay on here and see what everybody's thoughts are. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. They are still rebuilding. Some people haven't rebuilt. So I know they're not looking forward to this. And we definitely are not over here. We are not because it floods out there. It's flooding whenever we get a thunderstorm, and it's not good at all. Can I get a thumbs up, guys? Thank you so much. Let's see here. Oh, Elijah, how are you? ah. Well, see, Helene, thank you for the thumbs up. See, South Florida, we have our eyes on Tropical Storm Milton. That's the storm that's gonna hit us. Um, Helene, now it's gone. But there's a lot of damage in the Carolinas, North Carolina, and Tennessee. So right now we are just we're just waiting to see what Milton is going to do. And I'm not looking forward to it because I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared. We're not prepared. Nobody in Florida is prepared for this. We're not. A lot of people let go of the insurance on their homes because they can't afford it. So there's a lot that we have to deal with here. But how are you doing? It's always nice to hear from you. I haven't gone to the grocery store to see if there's anything left on the shelf. I'm just, I'm just hoping and praying for the best. That if it does come our way, that hopefully it just hurries up and just goes out to sea. Just not linger. Yes. Yes. They're definitely going to have to study what happened, why it happened, how it happened. I have so many questions about pain because you know, a lot of the wind, the initial impact, but once it crossed over Georgia, those winds came down, so it became, like a flooding event, a rain event, and no one expected over 200 people and counting to lose lives. So they're gonna have to see exactly what happened. I mean, did the storm, did Helene dump that much rain, or did dams break? I don't know. I have so many questions about that storm because what happened there can happen anywhere. So I'm curious to know what they come up with as to why so many people lost their lives. What did you say? I'm not doing. Oh, you're not? Oh, no. What happened to your cousin? And your friends have been sick? What's going on? Oh, no. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, no. Oh, boy. I'm telling you, this life. Wow. My condolences to you and your family. Oh, no. So when you say you're not doing well, is it, emotionally, or are you sick as well? Mm, mm, mm. Oh, shoot. Huh. Okay, so yes, we are in flu season. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh boy. I can get out to other people. I hope you all are doing well. Wow. So definitely, so the flu is going around, COVID is still going around. Um, just be careful, like, if you can, be careful, keep your hands clean, keep your hands washed if you can, and, don't touch doorknobs. And I know I'm going to sound like a crazy kook, but I'm telling you, and I'm going to knock on wood now, I was a little sick. I think it was like 2 weeks ago, and it was right before I started my new job. But mine only lasted about 3 days. And I know exactly what I did to get sick. And usually I don't, I try to keep my hands out of my face. I'm not opening doors with like my hands. If I have to open a door, if I have to touch a doorknob, let's say I'm pulling it out, like pulling the door towards me, I touch the bottom of it like with my either pinky finger or my index finger. I know that has saved me because I'll use my shirt to open. I'm telling you, I'm a germaphobe and I don't like touching a lot of things. And people don't really wash their hands. So you just have to be really careful and look where you're placing your hands and all that. And if someone sneezes, I'm out of there. I don't. Oh, if you saw the sneeze video I saw, I'm not gonna say too much after that. But yeah, you will run away from a sneeze. But even if are shopping in the grocery store, you want to make sure that you're wiping down the part that you grab a hold of and you push. You want to make sure you wipe that down. Oh, I hate that. The flu is no joke. I had the flu once and I don't ever want again. You're talking about nothing but body ache. It hurts. So I hope you're I hope they get better, and I hope that you know, I hope that you feel better. Time heals a lot of things, and you know, grieving is so tough. I know a lot of sugar in it. We have a squeezes all the juice out. I mean, there are no sugar packs, flavor packs in that, but I saw them drop what do you call it? A molded a moldy a moldy orange in it, and I was like, "Oh no, that's a no-go for me." And the machine just looked, I don't know. I'm looking at the machine. I'm like, how do you guys really clean that machine? Again, because I'm a germaphobe. I didn't get any of the orange juice, but anything that's high in vitamin C, it's good. Mangoes are high in vitamin C. And what helped me, I actually went to Sprouts and picked up a shot of, I think it was turmeric, ginger, and cayenne pepper. I took that, and that helped kickstart, help boost my immune system. And then on the third day of my cold, I felt like it was coming back. I don't know, I just felt that it was coming back, and I went and got another one. So, yeah, let me see what you're saying here. Oh, okay. Yes, okay. We'll definitely do that. Yes, because you're like one of my day ones. Yes. And you've been just so kind and so nice. I will do that, but I haven't, my car, I didn't want to say anything, but I may go live. My car on Friday, I got in my car and it would not go above 20 miles per hour. It would not drive. So I had to turn around, and I didn't go live that day because I could have, because I was actually getting on the tri-rail. So I had to take the tri-rail to work. I got there a little late, not a whole, maybe an hour late. And they completely understood. But yeah, so my car is going into the shop. It has to go into the shop, but I will definitely do that, because when I'm driving, I don't know, like the last live I did, I don't know what was going on in the comments, but for whatever reason, I ended the live without looking at the comments, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if someone said anything crazy or what, but I was ready to just remove them completely from the channel. But yes, I would definitely do that. But yeah, you take care of yourself and get you some of those shots. I don't know what grocery stores in your area, but definitely if you can stomach it, because some people can't stomach those small shots. Even though ginger is good for like nausea and that sort of thing, some people can't take those shots. They'll make them, it could make them, sick if they have a weak stomach. Ah, hey, how are you? Are you watching? This storm, future meteorologist Isaiah here. Yes. What do you think about this storm? Oh my goodness. Thank you guys so much for the thumbs up. I appreciate you so much. All my favorite people are coming up in here. You guys are making me happy now. Oh, what do you guys think about this storm? I will tell you that I don't like the fact that it's going to take, I think, until what, Tuesday or Wednesday to get here. I just feel like it has so much time to just sit in that warm water and just build and build and build. And I think the European model, if I'm not mistaken, I think the European model has it going over South Florida. I don't know if it's changed much, but the last time I looked, oh my goodness. Okay. Yes, I will. Thank you so much. And you take care of yourself now. You be careful out there. Be careful and just watch where you're putting your hands. Just keep them clean if you can. All right, so I will talk to you later. I have 2 votes. Yes. They thumbs up the live. It's always nice to hear from people. Oh, I didn't mean to turn that on. Oops. Had to end that. What? Milton? Really? Oh no. mm. Cat 3. Yeah, that's pretty sad. I mean, so with us, a category 1, I mean, we're like, okay, it's a category 1. But once it starts getting to be a category 3 or 4, yeah, we're like, what is going on? What is going to happen? We just have so many, we have so many canals in Florida. That's the main thing, especially with that storm surge. That storm surge is just, I really, I think it was like, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I started really paying attention to what it meant by nothing. I mean, you have to take it serious. So there are a lot of people that, they can be stubborn and they won't leave, they won't evacuate. But I think Florida is going to have a lot of people that are going to comply this time. They're going to comply. If they don't move out of those low-lying areas, there's a reason why. I mean, maybe they just can't, maybe they don't have any place to go. There are a lot of people who have pets, they don't want to leave their pets behind. But considering what has happened in North Carolina and Tennessee, I think a lot of people in Florida on the West Coast are going to comply with any evacuation orders. Yeah, I'm in South Florida. I'm in South Florida. So I'm not too far away from Miami. So, yeah. And Miami floods. I mean, especially Sweetwater, that area. Oh my goodness. It floods. I mean, just on a regular day with a regular thunderstorm, um, those streets, you know, people can't pass them. They can't drive down the road. So there are these thunderstorms are not like they used to be. We used to get them. It would rain, but it would never, ever flood outside the way it's flooding now. I can look outside and see that there's so much water. But the thing is, the water gets soaked, goes to the ground fairly quickly. I mean, my mango tree is loving the water, all of the rain and everything. But it hasn't, I don't have any fruit on it. It hasn't, no fruit have grown on the tree yet, but it's huge. So I don't know. Oh, Miami is just out of the cone. You're getting your mic ready for a lot of. So, do you have a YouTube channel? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we need all hands on deck for this one. Oh, you should. Well, think about it. Because I know a lot of the weather channels on here, they're doing pretty well. And considering everything that is going on, the more people, because, people aren't necessarily watching the news like they used to. They're getting a lot of their info from Instagram and from YouTube. There are a lot of successful channels on YouTube. So I would say go for it. You know, there are a lot of successful weather channels on YouTube. So if that's, what you want to do, please have at it and let me know if you do it because I will definitely subscribe. Oh yeah, I saw that one, Hurricane Kirk. Yes, that one's just out in the water, just spinning. But I'm so glad a lot of those storms that came off the coast of Africa just started going north. Can you imagine if those hurricanes were just all in a line coming towards Florida? Oh my goodness. I could not. I love to see when there is like the Saharan dust in the area because they say, no hurricanes can form, while that's in the air. So I don't know if that's what's going on or what, but a lot of those storms like Joyce and Kirk, it's like they're going north, I believe. Give me 1 second. I think my battery might be trying to die on me. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta go get my charger. I'm back. Give me 1 second. I gotta get my phone plugged up. All right, I'm back. Let me just see if I can get this phone plugged up. I thought my phone was charged, but apparently not. Great. I'm having all kinds of technical difficulties here. One more second. Let me just keep this glasses. All right, let me see here. Oh, why do I remember Hurricane Harvey? And to be, wow. Yeah. I followed this. I mean, weather is so interesting. I think weather is very interesting. I follow this YouTuber. His channel is called Outdoor Gear Review, and he's starting to study weather, and I'm not sure what he's gonna. I think he has like over 600,000 subscribers. So he said that, he's getting good at predicting the weather. So I don't know if he's going to do something with the weather now, or if I know he's going to continue his camping videos, but I watch his channel. It helps me to sleep. But there are a lot of people getting into the weather. Oh, okay. Well, definitely, think about starting that channel because, especially times like this, people will, tune in. They will tune in. I'm telling you, Florida, this has been one crazy hurricane season. We're getting hit with, a lot of storms. And just even the regular storms, it's crazy now. It's really weird. We have some really unusual, I don't know if I could say unusual storms, but these storms just don't, like our afternoon storms, they're not the same. They're just dumping a lot of rain. They're dumping a lot of rain. And then it makes me wonder, can they do anything? And this may be the stupidest question in the world, but it just makes me wonder, can they do anything that can keep these storms from forming? I wonder if there's something that they can do to disturb, like, the circulation of these storms because, oh, there's a lot of loss of life, a lot of property being damaged, billions of dollars. In one way, shape, or form, taxpayers are going to definitely pay for this damage. So sometimes I just wonder, can they just not just send a whole bunch of, F-16s into, you know, the tropical depression just to disturb the circulation? I don't know. I'm thinking really crazy. I just don't understand how we can just be here like sitting ducks and just watch these storms go from a tropical depression to a tropical storm to a hurricane, category 1. Now it's category 2, and it's a 3, then it's a 4. I mean, we're it's like we're sitting ducks and nothing's being done. Oh, just board up your house. Just put your shutters up. I mean, yeah, you do all of that, and guess what? Water just comes and just floods your house and then eventually just knocks it off the foundation. There goes your house just going down the street, a flooded street. Your house is just gone. Something has to be done about it. Yeah, exactly. Whether we like it or not, something has to be done. We're going to have to either get some MIT people to put their heads together, get these engineers and all of these scientists together and figure something out, because there's no way that we can continue on this way. I mean, a lot of those people in the panhandle, their homes were on stilts. Those homes still got blown down, knocked off the stilts. A lot of homes knocked off their foundation, flooding like they've never seen before. This man in, I believe, Knoxville, Tennessee, said his whole business, 40-year business, he said he saw his business just float down, down the road. All of it gone. Sad. All right. You have a good night. Thank you. Stay safe. I appreciate you coming by. But yeah, something has to give. Something has to be done at the tropical depression stage to keep these storms from just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Because ultimately, what's going to happen is you're not just talking about, you know, Florida being affected. These storms can possibly cover 3 and 4 states. And if they're getting bigger, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. Yes, we are. I'm going to sit. Let me see if I can sit myself up a little bit. Hold on. But I'm happy I've had so many people to come by and say hello. So, the election is in the news. Um, the war over in Israel is in the news. But no one's talking about the flu that, you know, may be going around. I haven't had any Floridians come in here. I don't know what's going on. No Floridians. I've been on this thing now for what, an hour and a half almost? No Floridians. Yep. But I hope you all are doing well. Hate to yawn in anyone's face. Wow. Do, do, do.